Hi everyone, welcome to Swahili Kingdom, learning Swahili through the natural approach. So today we are going to learn the methods in acquiring any language. Specifically today we are going to learn how to acquire Swahili. So in the acquisition method, like I have always been saying in my videos, when acquiring Swahili or any language, we use the input, process, review, and output method. So if you are interested in knowing how to acquire Swahili through this method, the natural way without using grammar, continue watching the video. So we are going to see how we use the input, process, review, and output. So with each step, I'm going to give you the materials that you can use. If you are a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, it depends with your level in the language, or it depends with your level in Swahili specifically. If you are a beginner, if you are an advanced, or if you are an intermediate student. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to give you how to get the input. Then the other video, I'm going to give you how to get the process. And what do I mean by the process? Okay, let me first explain. By input, I mean any source that you can get that will get the content in your brain. So that is what I mean by input. For example, we have short videos, we have films, we have songs, we have news. So those are some sources of input. And process is, when I talk about process, is writing. And what are you going to write specifically? You are going to write what you have listened, and you are going to write without listening, but write what you remember so that you can see what you have acquired. So that is the process. For example, when I have, for instance, if I have listened to a certain song, maybe I have listened to the song for 5 times or 10 times. After that, I'm going to sit down, then I will write the lyrics that I remember or the things that I remember in the song. And then after that, I'm going to compare the lyrics of the song with what I have written and see if what I have written is correct. If it's not correct, of course, everything will not be correct. So I'm going to take the exact lyrics and then I use them so that I can get the correct input. Okay, so that's what I mean by process. Then review is describing something based on what you have watched. For instance, let's go with a song. For example, you have been listening to a song. Maybe it's a song about a family. You have been listening to a song about a family. So with a review, the review process, you are going to get a picture or a magazine or something that has an image with a family in it, and then you are going to describe that picture. So when you describe that picture, you are going to remember the things that you have acquired by listening to the song and or the music, by listening to the song or the music, and by writing the lyrics that you have remembered. So you are going to remember a lot of things, and the things that you don't know in that song, you are going to be reminded by that picture. So it is very important for the review process. After the review, we have the output. Output is actually when you are talking to someone or talking to yourself. For me, most of the times, my output is in singing. When you do output, it's like you teach yourself how to pronounce. Okay, so that is the output. For instance, output with yourself is when you are singing on, or when you talk to yourself on a mirror, or maybe sometimes when you record yourself speaking. Some people record themselves speaking the language. If it's for you, you can record yourself speaking in Swahili or sing a Swahili song or speak before a mirror or in front of a mirror in Swahili. So that is the output. Or you can get someone that you can talk to, and getting someone requires you to be more advanced in the language. Not actually advanced, but even an intermediate or an upper beginner can talk to someone, because when you talk to someone, you are also going to get their input. Okay, because they are also going to talk as you talk, so you'll get the input as you give out the output. It's going to be a big process. So today we are going to talk only about the input, then the next day we are going to talk about the process, review, and output. And that is the materials to use. So for input, I said is getting the audio. Getting the audio, you can get audios in songs, you can get audios in short videos, you can get audios in movies, you can get audios in tapes of people speaking, you can get audios in Spotify. Maybe you can follow one channel or a YouTube channel too. You can listen to a radio, listen to news. Okay, all that will give you the necessary input, but the trick is you need to get an input that is in your level. For instance, if you are just starting, don't go to maybe you are just a beginner in Swahili, don't go overboard and maybe get an input of maybe people discussing about something, so that will be a bit tough for you. Maybe you can get an input on people talking about family, people talking about, yeah, these easy things first. Okay, my favorite input for a beginner is short videos, especially videos in Facebook, the short videos in Facebook that are in Swahili. You can watch those videos because they talk on a maybe 1 minute or maybe 5 minutes. Most of the time is 2 minutes, a 2-minute video that has a short content that you can get. It has emotions, it has a certain targeted content. Okay, so when you watch a short video, it as a beginner, it will be much better than watching a long movie, because in a movie you are not going to understand much. You won't understand much in a short video too, but it will be better because we'll be getting small content than going through a whole movie as a beginner. I hope you are understanding that. And that is all for this video. Next time we are going to do the process, which we have said is writing what you remember. We are going to do the process, see some examples, and so forth. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video, and let's meet again in the next video. Kwaheri.
Bye. Ani.
Aya.